husband's idea, actually, to start these live sessions on Thursdays. He's more experienced and more studied in the paranormal than I am. I'm somewhere between a novice and moderately experienced. So he teaches me along the way. Okay, so the first time go round, we didn't really have any specific topics picked out. We were just doing kind of everything and anything paranormal. So, is there anybody that has a question in regards to one of our recent investigations, one of the videos you watched, maybe some of the pictures I posted for my husband?
All right, real quick. Let me first explain to you why I wanted to start the Q&A. The whole point of this is that there's a lot of other paranormal groups on Facebook that you can join, and yeah, talking about the paranormal is what the groups are for. But I noticed that there's a lack of anybody trying to teach anything about the paranormal and the paranormal groups. So I want to go ahead and make it to where our group can educate a little bit more about the paranormal than just, okay, we're part of a paranormal group and we'll just talk about ghosts and goblins and everything that goes along with what we think is paranormal. Tracy Cole, how you doing? Thank you for watching. Thank you. We're
Sorry, guys,
really,
I had to make room for Bella. She's a 60-pound lap dog.
but I'm trying to wait for us to get more people. Hopefully more people join. If not, I mean, go ahead. Those that are watching already, if you've got a question about the paranormal or what have you, go.
Help.
Bella, Blot. Okay.
Sorry.
But go ahead and post, ask questions, give us some questions. If you're not sure, like terminology that we use or equipment that we use while doing investigations. Like I know some people have seen the pictures and seen the light anomalies on the pictures that have been posted in the group. But I've also seen people say, "Oh, that's just dust," and probably don't understand why the light anomalies are a big deal to paranormal investigators. So I mean, if you got questions like these, please.
Now, a lot of the comments I got suggesting that they were floating specks of dust or what have you were received in some of the other paranormal groups that we're involved in on Facebook. And as my husband said, the reason he wanted to start this is so that if you don't know, we can tell you. And if we don't have the answer, I love to research things. It's what I do. I'll be happy to look up the answer and go find it.
Okay, and just give you guys a little bit of background on me and when it comes to paranormal investigating. I've been involved in paranormal investigating in the past, and I did it for a good maybe 2.5 years. They had a really strong team. We did a lot of going to houses that were having extreme poltergeist-like activity. So, and I've studied stuff like demonology. I used to study witchcraft. So there's not much about the paranormal. Hi, Robbie.
I'm going to keep this here too so it's easier to see the
Um,
comments.
But yeah, that's pretty much my background. I'm also an empath, which means I feel. I get the sensitivity of feel around me. I could walk into a room full of people and I could pretty much tell you what the atmosphere of the room is without even saying the first word to anybody. I call it. I joke around because I love comic book movies and one of my favorite characters is Spider-Man. I call it my Spidey sense. So when I think that when I get that extreme feeling that there's danger about, I'll quickly tell people that we need to go another way than the way that we're going to try to avoid the danger. But that's part of the empathic capabilities.
part of what makes us a good team too, because while he has the empathic side, I don't know if I necessarily call it lucky all the time because it can be frightening, but I am the clairvoyant in the family.
Clairvoyant is another type of. This falls under psychic abilities or abilities, whatever you want to call them. There's no right or wrong way to call it, you know. But a clairvoyant, they mainly could just look and see, and a lot of times they see residual more than they see current stuff. Like, for example, when we're at Spring Hill and she looks at the hanging tree, she might actually be able to see somebody hanging from the tree. Okay, can you tell me my future? I'm not that kind of psychic, unfortunately.
I do a little bit of tarot reading. I don't have my cards out at the moment. It may be something we might consider doing in the future in a live session if that's the things you guys are interested in. Because we do have a couple decks of tarot cards, and we both study and work on reading tarot. I don't do much work with ruins and things like that, but I do love my tarot cards. So that's a great suggestion, and that's something we could look forward to possibly doing in the future.
Yes, because really, future reading or telling people's future really isn't a paranormal thing. Paranormal more deals with like cryptozoology, which cryptozoology is like Bigfoot, aliens.
Now, the one thing I do warn when reading tarot and trying to tell people about their future, it's a very personal experience. It's something I prefer to do one-on-one where I can be there, read you, feel, have a personal connection. But reading tarot and telling people about their future can be subjective too, because you got to think everything we do can change just by the decisions we make. So you might have three different paths that, or three different things that could happen, and all three might show in that tarot reading, but only one's gonna possibly come true necessarily, depending on the decisions you make.
Hi, Gypsy. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. If you got a question about the paranormal, or even about us in general, about how we got involved into the paranormal. Matter of fact, since I brought it up, I'm going to go ahead. I've been wanting to get back into paranormal investigating for a while, but the job that I was working before there, okay, but the job I was working at before, my hours were really hard for me to be able to actually go out because I worked nights. So there wasn't really, and by the time I got off work, I was just too dog tired to even go out and do anything. Unfortunately, the job I was working at decided to go in a different direction. I got laid off, and so I was like, with this time, I'm gonna go ahead and try and go back into doing the paranormal investigating. So I started CHP Paranormal Investigations along with my wife, and one of my plans was when we ended up getting Bella, I was like, you know what, it'd be cool to try to use Bella to see it, to document uh, animals having that sixth sense ability to detect the paranormal. And
It's been said more than once by more than one person that animals has a sensitivity. How many stories we've heard of, oh, my dog was just barking, but there was nothing there, or my cat is playing with, but there's nothing there playing, and well, there's something there, just you might not be seeing it.
yeah, and so we kind of use Bella along in investigations as a tool. Now,
And yes, Robbie, you can always look up local places to do readings as well. I'm sure there's, in any town, wherever you are, there's going to be tarot readers and things like that.
now, one of the big places in Florida, and before I get into it, hi Keisha, thank you for joining us. Casadega, Florida, which is in Volusia County, and Volusia County is right around where Daytona Beach is here in Florida, is called the psychic capital of Florida, and I believe the United States. I'm not 100% sure on that second one, but I believe it's been called. But anyways, they have a rule there that please do not go out at night because just about everybody who lives in that town is supposedly some kind of psychic, and they have the Casadega Hotel, which is haunted.
Which we can't wait to visit.
You
That is
know,
definitely on the to-do list.
it's supposedly haunted, but they also do readings. They got people that do come out and do readings there. So I mean, you could look up places. I mean, I'm not, because of the way I practiced when I was doing Wicca. I don't believe in profiting off of my abilities and doing things. Now, I was willing to accept that if a person was satisfied with their reading and wanted to offer me like a donation or something. I didn't turn it down. You know, sometimes I would, sometimes I wouldn't. Can't say I didn't turn it down. I did turn down some, but it to me it was, this is a gift that I got that was meant to be shared. So that's the way I feel, and that's the way I feel about when we go out and do these paranormal investigations. It's a gift, it's a blessing to be able to go out and do them. So would we do somebody's house if they contacted us? Yes, we'd put them through an interview process. We would go, and if, as long as they allow us to put it on film, to put on YouTube so you guys could see the investigation as we go through it, you know, then yeah, we're all 100% down for it, because no matter what we're going to film, even if they didn't want it on YouTube, we're going to film because it helps us gather evidence.
Now, if someone wanted to protect their identity, we would be more than happy to set up ways to do that and still conduct the investigation to get the evidence we're looking for and give them the help they're requiring.
Also, we will not charge anybody to go and do an investigation at their house. Now, if we're doing a cleansing, and because during the interview process, we'll tell them what things we may need them to go out and purchase, so we could go ahead, because a lot of times, like when we use crystals to help do a cleansing and stuff, those things have to stay at the house.
Right.
And we prefer that you or whoever we go to do these investigations to that want those kind of things go out and find their own crystal, because it puts their energy in a crystal. It's kind of like, okay, I'm also a certified dog trainer, and I prefer to go to people's houses when I train their dogs, because it's great if your dog could do everything I want to do at my house, because that's where the situation of the training took place. But is it going to do the same thing at your house? Because it's not understanding. Dogs don't always understand that just because I have to do it here, I don't always have to do it here. So it's the same thing with the crystals. I'd rather you find your own crystal if we're using that as a cleansing tool, because your energy, not my energy, is the main source in that crystal to help protect your home.
If you or anybody you know is experiencing things in their home, frightening or not, and they would like us to speak with them about the possibility of doing an investigation in their home, you can contact us at our email address. It's the best way. I check the email every single day. And our email address is chp.paranormal chp.16@gmail.com. That's chp.paranormal.16@gmail.com. You can have them send us an email and we'll respond to the email and move forward from there.
So, once again, I'm opening the floor up to questions, right? As we keep doing these things every Thursday, I will have topics. Like one topic will be tools that we use out in the field, phrases, verbiage that we use out in the field. You know, I will have different topics. So for this being the first one, I just want to know what you guys are interested in knowing about what it is about the paranormal. And if you're somebody who's watching this that has knowledge of about paranormal and the topic that we're talking about.
Oh, thank you, Kilna. Kilna says you guys are super amazing and your energy is amazing. Thank you so much. Need to get back to work. Loads of love. Love and light to you, Kilna. Stay safe and have a good night at work, okay? Thank you for joining us and we'll see you soon, okay? Thank you.
But yeah, if you have any knowledge yourself on the topic that we're talking about and want to add in with a comment, feel free. I'm not one of those people that, you know, just because I've been doing this for quite a while doesn't mean I know it all. There's always something new around the corner. There's always something new every investigation I go into, I expect to learn something new about the paranormal that I didn't know before.
Hi, Esperanza. Thank you for joining us. Yes, Robbie, WeRocks.com. That's a really good place to get crystals. Unfortunately, Big Top Flea Market has been closed down. We had this shop there that we loved. Incense, crystals.
I believe that's the one it is. We Rocks.
We Rock Rocks. Yeah, they used to operate out of Big Top. There was also another shop there where we used to get our incense and everything. You don't have to spend a ton of money on these products. It's just making sure you're getting the authentic product and getting something that you chose and you picked out.
And also, We Rocks. They have a shop open on the corner of Nebraska and Barris now.
Oh, cool.
Yes, but right now, due to the
I think
pandemic,
I need to go shopping.
Due to the pandemic, when I drove by it earlier today, like around, when did I pick up your meds? About
1:30ish.
Yeah, about 1:30ish. I drove by there, and they're closed. So I'm guessing that they're closed due to the pandemic that's going on right now because they're not considered essential.
But Robbie was awesome enough to share their website in the comments. So you guys pick up that website if you're interested. Thank you for sharing that, Robbie. We really appreciate that.
Now, we're getting ready to do some really cool stuff on our YouTube channel. We're getting ready to this weekend to go someplace that we're going to be turning it into a
three-part series.
Thank you. I lost my train of thought. I went to go try to read the comment.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's Robbie letting us know that store is awesome. And it is, Robbie. You're right. It is an awesome store. 9 times out of 10, they have what you need and they're affordable.
Yes. But yeah, we're getting ready to do an investigation that's going to end up turning into a 3-part series on our YouTube channel.
Super excited for this one. I have been researching for like days, and the overload of information I've gotten on this place is, I can't wait.
And the people that are joining us in on this investigation are like really excited about this too. Which, I mean, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag on who's joining us this weekend. Good friends of ours that we got to meet.
We met them for this first time, incidentally, going to investigate at Spring Hill, actually.
Yeah, Spring Hill Cemetery. And that's Debbie and her gang.
I think Debbie, Robert, and possibly James at least are joining us on this
Yes.
one. Possibly more members of their team.
Okay, and they're spectral researchers of Central Florida. That's the name of their YouTube channel. They just started their YouTube channel. So if you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to them. Help
Yes.
them because they're really good friends with us. They
They're
got
amazing researchers. I think Debbie's the clairvoyant like I am.
yeah, and I mean awesome, awesome, very respectful people.
James is really good with getting the EVP sessions. Robert too. I mean, they're so great to work with. We've collaborated with them a few times. We're going to continue collaborating with them. Their content is amazing and their energy is amazing. They love what they're doing and like we love what we're doing, and they're not doing it to make money. They're not doing it to charge. They love the paranormal. So please, spectral researchers of Central Florida. They think they're based out of Hudson, but go to their YouTube channel, subscribe, please, because they're amazing, and we're going to
Can't
be
say
working
more.
with them again.
Yeah, we can't say much more about them. And we're also going to have our new team member that has joined us so far on one investigation,
Yes.
Grady, the Lobster Boy Styles, who's also a moderator in this group.
He's joining us on our little road trip, and it is a road trip we're taking. Prior to deciding, they had placed the curfew here in Hillsborough County, and we're like, okay, no way is a curfew going to stop us from putting out content or from going out and doing what we love. So we were like, we're road tripping it.
Okay, will you guys see me
Oh.
kind of move forward? I'm trying to
Here we
read the
go.
comments.
Patty Medina can't wait, and she says, hope to see some ghosts.
Okay,
Us too.
all right, Patty. Okay, I don't know if you guys, most of you guys have probably seen the little 3 minute, however long clip that we put up of the Return to Spring Hill Cemetery. When you watch this, when you guys watch it, whether you guys are on Bella's Instagram, we got the whole investigation up now on our YouTube channel.
And that's in part 2 of our return.
Yeah, it's in part 2 on the YouTube channel. Sorry, guys, that it is getting split up like that because we have yet to find a compatible editing device on our computer. If any of you guys know one, our computer is pretty much...
We have a Lenovo all-in-one computer. So I don't have like a disk drive. It would have to be a flash drive or something I can download from the internet. We are desperately seeking a decent video editing. Now, don't get us wrong. Everything you see is real. It's no scripts, no actors. But we would like the ability to give you one video versus 3 videos. And with the current recording equipment we're using, it keeps breaking it up on us.
That's Carrie.
Oh, hey, Carrie. Thanks for joining us.
But the reason why I brought up the second part of the Spring Hill is you don't actually see a ghost, but you do see something grab Bella's left front paw. Now, when you guys watch this, you might want to watch it a couple times. You know, because when you're watching it, I was paying attention to the Necrophonic app, and then I saw Bella kind of shaking her paws like something, because I play with her by grabbing with her paws when we're here at home, and she was doing the same thing she usually does as if I was trying to grab at her paws. But when I watched the video, you see Bella's paw, front left paw, go out, which is not a natural
Are you
movement.
being shy, Bell Bells?
You know, it's not a natural movement for
Yes. Yes.
a dog's paw to go, and that was outward. And not only did her paw go out to the left, but she stumbles to the left like she got pulled by that paw. So I mean, we didn't see a ghost, but we caught something paranormal happened to Bella. She didn't get hurt. She took it like a champ. She wanted to find out what the hell touched her.
I also highly recommend when you watch our videos, put in earbuds, headphones, something like that. Because even us, when we go back and review and watch our own videos, which is when we come to you guys with our After the Haunt sessions, we get a lot of content, a lot of EVPs, things that you don't hear in the moment. But when you have those earbuds in, you can hear these whispers and things that are harder to hear when you have other auditory distractions around you. So I really do recommend wearing some type of headphone or earbud when you're watching our investigative videos, because you would really be shocked and amazed at what we catch when we're out there.
Yeah, and for the couple guys that are watching, if you don't know what an EVP is, EVP is short for, oh shoot, my mind went blank. Electrical Voice Phenomenon. Yes, my mind kind of, I was going there and my mind drew a blank, but that's what it is. It's a phenomenon that normally you're not going to be able to hear it with the naked ear. You're going to have, it can only be caught on some kind of recorded device. Sometimes people use digital recorders.
Now, we do use a necrophonic app, which is our version. It's our spirit box that we like to use.
Okay, but that's not
But
technically
it's
an
not
EVP.
it's not the same. This is as if they're talking directly into your camera or your microphone that you have, and it's picking it up.
Well, more so an EVP is a spirit might not have the energy to actually make a, at the time, audible sound to where you could hear it. Or even, because yes, we could go to places and you'll hear the whispers and you'll be able to make out somebody saying something that's not there. Some spirits just don't have the energy to produce that kind of audible sound. So
And
they
well,
will.
I have just a question. Okay.
Let me finish.
Well, I had a
Please.
question about what you were saying, though. When you can hear it in the moment, is that what we refer to as a disembodied
That's disembodied voice.
Okay.
Ones that you can hear when you're live, like how me and you are right now. You hear it and you're looking around like, who the hell just said my name? I just heard somebody say my name, and there's nobody. You could account for the people that are with you, and they didn't say it. That's a disembodied voice. Now, when you go back and replay video that has audio or your digital recorder, and you hear yourself talking, and then you hear another voice that's a little bit lower than your voice and everybody else's voice around you, that's an EVP.
Okay.
So that's the difference between the two. So when you hear paranormal investigators say, I caught some really good EVPs, they mean that they caught a voice that you could only hear through electronics.
By the way,
Hi Nessa, how you doing, sis?
Hey sis. Sorry guys. If you're watching one of our videos, one of our live feeds, or one of our After the Haunt sessions that we're doing here at home, and you catch an EVP on us, let us know, because
yeah, make sure leave them in the comments.
I definitely want to know if
them.
they're here talking to you with us.
Yes, but I mean seriously, just timestamp it. Let us know where in the video that you watched that you caught whatever it is that you caught. That doesn't have to be just a voice. It could be you might have saw a movement, a shadow,
A light anomaly.
Yeah, a light anomaly. Just something you didn't, to let us know.
Anything out of the ordinary that you wouldn't
Because we might be
in the frame.
on the scene investigators.
Oh, here's from Nessa. Love you both. Miss you. Wish you could be there to help. Oh, I know we miss you too. But when we're planning to hopefully road trip next summer to do out of town investigations. So you know we're bringing our butts to Tennessee and you're coming with us, Miss Nessa. So sis, keep them gifts sharp because we can't wait to have you with us.
I
Sorry.
completely lost my train of thought where I was.
We were talking about EVPs.
No, I was past that, and I don't remember what the heck I was talking about.
Oh, about time stamping and letting us know in the videos when they catch things.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm bad about that.
Yeah. So, even though we're doing the investigation live at the location of where we're at, where we're there in real life, putting it on the video for you guys. We we do review our videos for our evidence to find out what evidence we caught, but we're human. We're not going to catch everything, so we rely on you guys to watch the videos and help us, kind of like you guys are. I've got a list.
Good.
But we kind of, you guys are kind of like our subcontracted kind of investigators. We all watch the videos to let us know what you guys caught. I mean, there's just so much sometimes that it goes on, and sometimes when we go back and watch the videos, we're so focused on things that we realize that possibly happened at the moment, and we're too locked into stuff that we don't notice the other stuff that happens. And that's where you guys as the viewers, you kind of jump in and help us out,
Send me that list, Nessa. You know I gotta do my research.
But I mean, please,
The word is minions.
Minions, thank you. Thank you. Robbie, I love it.
Hey.
But
we will take all the paranormal minions that we can get. Mischievousness and all.
Yes, she's asleep.
Yeah, oh, she's knocked out. She's done.
Bella's resting up for this weekend. Is what she's doing.
Yes. And so I am going to give, I'm not going to tell about what happened. I'm not really going to give you the story because that's for our investigation and our series that we're shooting. But we are heading, it's about a 2-hour trip. And we are making our way this Saturday with the spectral researchers of Central Florida to Rosewood, the site of Rosewood, Florida. Now, mind you, just like when we go to Spring Hill African American Cemetery, not all history is good history. A lot of it is tragic, and this tragic history leaves behind, I would say, even more of a footprint, a paranormal footprint, than a lot, because it's so all I can say is, if you're going out, go with respect, go with love, go with reverence and understanding. Learn from the history in the past. We're not just about getting the evidence. That's why I do the research before we go out, because the history of where we're going is just as important as the evidence we're collecting while they're there.
Real quick.
Oh, and Miss Nessa.
Nessa, give those minions a hug and kiss from their uncle and aunt. Tell them that we said goodnight.
Tell them we love them.
And we'll look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Love you, sis.
Love you.
But yes, and I'm hoping that the next time we do this, we could get more people. I mean, we got 129 people in the group.
130.
130.
We are up to 49 subscribers on our YouTube channel, guys.
Guys, and I mean, we can't thank you guys enough for I mean, even this Facebook group. I mean, this is just a brand new Facebook group that we started, and to be up to as many
A hundred and
members that we have on this group, you know, I mean,
I wish we had more joining us for our live tonight, but hopefully that'll grow as it goes along. If there's a better time that works or a better day of the week, let us know and we'll work with that, you know. Because I work Monday through Friday, but in the evenings, I'm available. So we are more than willing to work with everybody's time schedule so that we can have more involvement, more interaction. Unfortunately, this is how we get to interact with you guys, and we don't just expect you guys to follow us and watch the content, and we really want to interact. We want to be a family in this group, and whether that family is 10 people or 1,000 people, we want you guys to know that that's what we're here for. We're supportive, we're a family. If anybody has anything they'd like to share in the comments, anything they've experienced or seen, I would love personal stories. That would be really awesome.
mm-hmm.
Um,
So, I mean, that's pretty much. This is just an introductory to the Q&A session for tonight. So we're not going to have it that long. We're going to go ahead and cut it off. So with that being said, we thank you guys for joining us for this evening for Paranormal Q&A. Once again, thank you for joining us. If you're not already, you can follow Bella on Instagram at Bella the Ghost Hunting Dog. And if you're in
of course,
the
you
YouTube
already know
channel.
the YouTube. You already know our Facebook group, CHP Paranormal Investigations. Like, share, invite your friends, invite your family, anybody that has any interest in the paranormal. We want you guys on this adventure with us.
Yes, that's the goal. That's the plan. Thank you guys for joining us. And
She's dreaming.
until next week, see you guys at the next hunt.